hello. Let's get started with the song of the day. All right. I found a song by India Ari, maybe within the past week or so. And, well, it was in my homepage feed on YouTube, and I didn't listen to it until not too long before I pressed record. And so I searched the lyrics. I also listened to it. Full body chills. First time I've ever heard the song. And yeah, full body chills. And yeah, it got the emotions flowing too. So thank you, Source. Thank you, India Ari, for sharing your beautiful voice and energy in the world and contributing towards the healing of the planet. Okay, so let's go through the lyrics. I am light. And there are multiple verses where it just goes, I am light, I am light. So I'm going to skip through those, all right? So here we go. I am light. I am light. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. I am light. I am light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. Okay. Whew. If I remember, I will leave a link to the song. The version that I looked at, it included lyrics to the song. All right. So let's go through this. It's pretty clear what the message is, right? I am light. You are light, and you are more than your physical vessel. You are source incarnate in form. You're not the things that your family did. You're not the voices in your head. It may sound like your voice, but those are all internalizations. Internalized voices. Throughout your life, all the voices that you heard, those voices, especially the harsh, critical, punishing voices, they're not you. And they're certainly not source. The frequency of unconditional love. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I'm not the mistakes that I have made or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. You are so much more than your physical vessel. You are divinity defined. And your divinity cannot be confined. Right? Yes, we have physical vessels. in this earthly experience. But you are so much more. Your energy doesn't start and end in the vessel of your body. Last verse. I am divinity defined. I am the God inside. Indeed, right? You are God in form, source in human form. I am a star, a part of the cosmos, a piece of it all. Interconnectedness, we are all one. We are all of the divine. A part of the whole of creation. We are all light. Okay, beautiful. Okay. This is the Spirit Animal Pocket Oracle. Let's see what message is in here. Number 53, Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. Ooh, the energy of anticipation. Okay, 53 reduces to an 8, makes me think of the infinity symbol. Also, abundance. Okay, 53. Hovering gracefully, the seahorse observes with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by the drama, remaining at a distance from all the turbulence, being the neutral observer. Seahorse spirit appears at this time to remind you of the need to be neutral and gain perspective. Makes me think of the Hanged Man card in the Tarot. Your message from Seahorse spirit is, not my circus, not my monkeys. Spirit wants you to know that even if you are tempted to jump into the fray and try to fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. Again, being the neutral observer, removing yourself from chaos or drama. That makes me think, being the calm in the storm, like a lighthouse. Not interfering. You choose peace. That is your true essence. Another message here is that whatever your query, Seahorse Spirit asks you to step back from it. Again, about perspective. Be willing to explore things from different angles rather than a single one, and just observe. There's that word, observe. Just observe what is possible. From the perspective of the position of the neutral observer, there you go, you will discover a myriad of opportunities and a deeper understanding of what you seek and why. And you will know beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. Okay, protection message. Are you holding on to judgment, sure that your perspective is the only correct way to look at things? There are as many perspectives as there are creatures in the sea. And when Seahorse Spirit appears, you are reminded to detach from the experience so you can view it from more than one angle. Pay attention to your hidden beliefs and how they affect the way you think, feel, and act. Are you being fair to all involved, or do you need to step back? Perhaps the drama you have been drawn into is your own. Ooh, yes, well, taking responsibility, self-awareness. We don't have to take it personally. Remember, in regards to the lyrics of I Am the Light, we are more, right? We are more than, to borrow from what we're reading right now, we are even more than our dramas, right? The dramas, we are more than our mistakes. We are more than our pain. Let me start again. Perhaps the drama you have been drawn into is your own. Whatever the actions of others, your challenge is to be non-reactive and not take their words or behaviors personally. Well, there you go. I think I said that. We don't have to take things personally. Their turbulence may have little to do with you, so remain neutral until you know more. Your perspective may be quite different in time. Okay, strong message of being the neutral observer. And how there are just so many sides to a story, so many different perspectives, right? A reminder, I'm just thinking of what we read when we read the lyrics to I Am the Light. The message of interconnectedness. Everyone is different, and that doesn't mean that we are not of the divine. It doesn't mean that we are separate. We have different perspectives. Diversity is divine. That helps us to learn acceptance and unconditional love, right? We learn through contrast. And how do we grow and evolve if everyone around us thought the same way, had the same beliefs, dressed the same way, etc., just like us? How would we evolve? How will we gain new perspectives and ideas? Okay, 13 minutes. Let's see. Let's try as well the Find Your Own Way Oracle. Making me think of different perspectives, how we all have different perspectives. And there's always more than a single perspective to something. And the theme of interconnectedness, how we are all pieces of the whole. It makes me think of a quilt, let's say, right? The largest quilt that you can think of. So let's think of the world that we're in and how all of creation makes up pieces of the whole. So we are different pieces, different parts of a fabric that makes up the whole of a quilt, right? Making for a very interesting, captivating quilt. Ooh, the the spark within. Look at this gorgeous purple. And it makes me think of the song lyrics by India Ari, the song, I am light. I am the light. The spark within, yes. And we are all sparks, right? We are all of the divine. The spark within, yes. You are the light. I'm looking at the eye, hard to ignore the eye. You may have beautiful eyes. You may receive a lot of compliments about your eyes. But this also makes me think, and looking at the indigo shade, the deep purple shade, it makes me think of your third eye, your intuition. Yes, you have clear inner sight. And now that makes me think, yes, having gone within yourself and learned to see yourself as the light, to know that you are light, you are able to perceive the world in that way as well. You understand that all of creation too, they are parts of the whole. They are also light of the light. And you can see deeper, beyond the surface of things, beyond facades, and you can see the spark within another soul. Because at the soul level, you know that we are all one, interconnected. Maybe on the surface, if we just look on the surface, it looks like we are separate. But you look beyond the superficial. 1717, when I looked up, star card in the tarot. Let your guard down. Looking at the sun here. Let your guard down. You've learned about boundaries for sure. Looking at this brick wall, we don't know if it's being built up or if it's being dismantled. So that makes me think that yes, you are protective of your boundaries. And because we are human, there are times, there are situations, certain relationships from the past, for example, that may be the patterns that we may have gotten ourselves embroiled in or entangled in the past, that may have made us be a little more protective, right? My growth ripples. Yes, the ripple effect. That's how powerful energy is. That's how powerful your light is. The more you raise your vibration, the more your inner light radiates out into the world, and that impacts the world. Okay, let's go to tarot. The Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. This is the Light Seers Pocket Tarot. I think I mentioned the Hanged Man earlier about perspective. When reading about the Seahorse Spirit, also it can be related to the eye. Seeing beyond surfaces. All right. 10 of Wands, you can lay down your burdens. And that makes me think of the song lyrics again. You are not all that happened to you. You are not the pain that you went through. You are so much more. 2 of Wands, optimism, looking forward to the future. With optimism, she looks dreamy. She is dreaming, envisioning a beautiful life for herself. Maybe in the past, when you had your walls, when you had your walls all the way up, you didn't see a bright future for yourself. Yeah, you couldn't see the sun. Returning to the concept of perception, you have shifted your perspective on what is possible for you. And look at this, love wants to butt in. Knight of Cups, you may receive a love offer. So this makes me think of the Let Your Guard Down card. Perhaps one of the painful experiences that you feel guarded about, you may still feel remnants of protectiveness in opening yourself up fully to love. Knight of Cups, please. Yes, you may be doing some overthinking. You may feel this love offer coming because we did talk about just how intuitive you are. Yeah, okay. Remnants of heartbreak. That's the 3 of Swords. Spirit wants you to let your guard down, to remain open to possibilities. Okay, Page of Swords. Intellectual, assertive, curious. So that makes me think again, curious, remaining open, open-minded. You may receive a message. Ooh, we also have the Page of Pentacles. Material opportunity. Wow, okay, we have the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The start of something tangible in the material world, yes, and it may be love. One of those tangible manifestations, you are at this time likely up-leveling your skills, your talents, your gifts. You're more focused on your stability, on your pentacles. You may divinate. I'm seeing the candle that she's holding. You may also write or journal. I am noticing a quill also in the image. Or you may be a writer, or you have dreams of being a writer. 5 of Wands, competition. 5 of Wands. Okay. 4 of Swords, in resting mode. Resting. Okay, so 4 of Swords. You're not paying any mind to it. Just like we read about the seahorse. Just stepping back from the drama. Yeah, choosing to take care of yourself. Choosing peace. Instead of drama. Pulling back from the drama. Another page. Page of Wands. An increase of enthusiasm. Optimism. Okay. Knight of Cups, please. Ooh, King of Wands, someone who is charismatic. You may be receiving an offer communication from a charismatic leader. Yeah, looking at the lion in the background there, making me think of the Strength card. This person is strong, especially spiritually strong from within. Entrepreneurial as well. Passionate. But also makes me think, looking at the roses here, romantic. Anything else on Knight of Cups? This potential love offer? Six of Wands. Is this person in the public eye? Or have a public presence somehow? I'm thinking online presence. Referring back to the Five of Wands, it could be a saturated market. The internet is saturated, right? Ooh. The Emperor. Someone who is a leader. Ace of Swords. Breakthrough. New ideas. You are drawing in an Emperor because you also now realize that you are sovereign. The creator of your life. Four of Wands, okay, celebration, stability, firm foundations. Okay, this is why Spirit wants you to let your guard down. There's so much to be optimistic about. There's so much to look forward to. Realizing the light within, the light that you are, You are drawing in connections, aligned connections, material opportunities. Your light is causing a ripple effect. Okay. So this person coming towards you may be a leader in their field, potentially in the public eye. Okay, so closing message. The Hermit. You're in hermit mode, retreat, meditation, inner light. And we saw the Four of Swords. And I'm noticing the lantern, returning to the theme that we started with in the beginning. I am light. You are light. Here we go. Five of Pentacles, struggle, lack, insecurity. Okay, tell us more. Feeling left out in the cold. And I'm looking at the let your guard down card. All right, you're letting go of past disappointments. Okay, letting go, leaving the past behind. Makes me look at the Ten of Wands as well. Releasing the past, instead looking forward. Not looking backwards, going forward. Okay, we'll stop here. 10 of Cups, dreams come true, happily ever after. Okay, you're on your happily ever after timeline. You realize that you are the spark within. You are drawing more light to you. You're creating a ripple effect by learning to love yourself, and learning to open up, to let your guard down for love and beautiful experiences to enter your life. You're drawing more light to you. You are the light, and you are drawing other divine sparks into your life. Okay. I will end it there. Have a bright journey.